I guess I don't need any introduction, but because of what I'm about to share, it's I am everything you are. I'm giving love to because that's what I am. I am what love is in living spirit. And so when I experience what other people are experiencing by virtue of what they communicate, what they've experienced by virtue of those sequences that are coded, right, at the completion of a circuit as it relates to breathing tempo. I love Randy Keith. He is a musician. He has a channel called Ark Gate, Secret Truth. And I was listening to him, and I actually stopped the video about a third of the way through to do this. And he shared in a number of his videos his childhood, the things that have happened to him, times he's been bedridden, and he shares the things that he's overcome, things that I can relate to because of things that I've had to overcome, particularly as he related to he loves to sing, he loves to play music, because of certain physical conditions that he had to overcome, such as a number of ones that I've had to overcome, because I had a skull fracture back here that affected my hearing to the point that I was not able to hear consonants. Okay. Yet all my sensors are fully lit. So my sense of hearing, my sense of vision, I'm running full capacitor, which is full sensory capacitor perception levels, the antenna. And so when he was communicating this, and I'm listening, and I'm feeling what he's feeling, and this particularly relates to miasma, the shadow body anatomy. The shadow body, I call it a network. It's a network interface because we're all connected, right? As interlinked libraries, which is record keeping management services, right? The CDT plates, living records, all the cells that are experiencing what they are as a result of what we record, which is sound buffering speed, which has everything to do with breathing tempo. So when he was sharing what he was sharing, okay, about what it was like to overcome so many of these physical obstacles, if you will, to truly express, if you will, as a result of physical ailments, what I felt deeply was the victim-victimizer. And why I've mentioned in other videos, as a child, they've already been forgiven. To release all the baggage, to release it all. And that's tied directly to lighting myself on fire on December 25th, 2016, for recalibration, full restoration, a total recall, and how I can relate to these experiences, because while I didn't get a chance to communicate back to him and respond to what he was feeling by what he was communicating to me that I could feel, I had a sensing of what it's like to experience, okay, anger or a negative reversal spin response that would be analogous to a victim-victimizer response, which means I suffered as a result of no result of my own doing, but the result of what somebody else did that I experienced the result therein. Which means the physical ailment that I'm experiencing in me was not self-inflicted. It was inflicted upon me by somebody else. Okay? And that's when we get into it's your fault. You did it because of what you did to yourself, that I experienced the result of what you did in me. Now it's your fault because it's not of my own doing. Yeah. And I know how difficult that is to overcome that because I'm very familiar with it. Because it's not like I haven't experienced what it's like to experience that and then acknowledge that, right? And realized, let it go. Let it go. I am what love is, because eternal love is eternal forgiveness, right? Which is what heals us. Love is what heals us. So it means we know how to heal ourselves, within our own Solar Rishi true identity platform, the essence of our spirit, the true nature of our spirit, which is the true nature of who we really are, because we know who we really are. I am what love is in living spirit. So I know what I am. I know the relationship that I have with I am, which is what love is, which is eternal. It goes on forever, gifting, love and service to others, the creative potential, the electrical potential to create more of what we're giving love to, of what we experience in our mirror as creative musicians, the accretion levels, the CQ3Q, the creative quotient, Mama's Three Spheres logos, and particularly as that relates to what I've known forever is what's called the Achilles heel. You know what the Achilles heel is, right? In mythology, is boredom. I seem to remember a shaman that mentioned something like that. Well, they were bored. And as soon as I heard that and experienced that, it's how that relates to fire. Procreation energy. Birthing new stars. Birthing a gazillion neurons. The acceleration of building a network. The first network. The first unicycle. The first unicycle of the first atom. The first atmospheric pressure. pH 0. 0 degrees. Never left home. I haven't gone anywhere. It's like I haven't traveled anywhere. I'm still right where I always was. It's the center point of that magnet. Magnet meaning in present tense, a now time moment. There is no past, there is no future. There's only right now, which is what love is. That's why when I was a child, time is an illusion. It's an illusion. All their clocks and all their calendars are all based on water tables, as what I mentioned to an Arcturian one day was they're electron thieves. They're not electron donors. Now we're back to the first electron donor, the first electron, right? The first electrified sound and light joined as one, experiencing being one, equal unto all the other ones, which are all the other cells. So all the other cells are on fire to experience what love is. I know, that's simple, huh? Simple is as simple does. Love is what love does. It does no harm because it's creating. It's on fire to create. Born out of the first star. A living, loving star. A living, loving, eternal spirit. So when I was a child, I keep it simple. Now you get into simple and complex number space. The complexity of the circuits, of what's possible to experience. Well, that's a big library. Library builders, tool builders, spanner gate tools. Ignite the ark. Open the gate. Yeah.